this one started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Groupers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. Turns like that away. Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. But how about the O? The Bruins offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could...
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a stand, it was all right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go right back to it. Stop on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA.
Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got him downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. UCLA! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The gift to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride of the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
X going for the goal line. Touchdown! And they add 6 more for but that's it for the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. BYU was able to come away with the victory but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce.
There he goes. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. At our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's cracked. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The groupers are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Runs for the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Fires left. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Kelly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the groupers will punt it away on fourth down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That guy is so much fun to watch. He rips off another big run. I'll tell you, the identity of this offense is their ability to get it done on the ground. Had over 100 yards rushing in their last game. They're already over that mark, and we're only in the first half.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He doesn't...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gets the back moving. Power football with the run. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The groupers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the groupers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical and
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. On the option, he'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter approach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the single back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd.
Black 14.
Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep right. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCLA. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The groupers will send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. Those secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's go.
They'll snap it. On first down.
Wildcat. Let's go. Set.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
All right.
Toss sweep to the right. Hard running there. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation?
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for a score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising for a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass, it's Wicks. Here's a heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for the goal.
And he is just engulfed stopped at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the groupers line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense.
Let's go. Right.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set.
To the ground. He's got it again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the
Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
There he goes. Oh, he got it. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you'll keep this defense guessing.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They want that clock to run. Just plowing ahead. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Kent. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Wicks. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the groupers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.